The land outside of Hillsboro has changed over the past 3 decades. In the 1990s, over 40 family dairies lined the rural roads outside Hillsboro. Now only a handful are left still milking cows. Glenn and Edna Cothers started milking cows on Cedar Grove Farm in 1957. For 5 decades, the milk and money flowed. Kathy Chambly, alongside her parents, grew their herd into one of the finest Holstein dairy herds in the state. The office walls are lined with awards and trophies from state fairs and national conventions, recognizing the herd's strong genes and performance. In late 2014, the 100-pound milk price peaked at $24, but Kathy Chambly knew the high price was not going to stay around for long. She had to make a tough decision. She decided to stop milking cows and sell her family's herd. Shortly after Kathy sold out, the price dropped to $15. Cedar Grove Farm survived, but others were not so lucky. Small family dairies with a few hundred cows could not compete with commercial dairies milking thousands of cows. Kathy kept 40 of her 500 cows to continue milking at a different, larger farm. When they are not being milked, they stay at Cedar Grove, where she takes care of them. So early mornings are still a daily routine for Kathy, waking up at 5:30 to tend to her small herd of cows that remain on the farm. First, she feeds her 2 small calves. Then she feeds her young heifers that will soon be shown by her niece at the state fair in the fall, fills their hay, and tops off their water trough. Then she feeds her older cows and moves a very pregnant heifer across the farm to a dry pasture. Then she drives 30 miles from Elflin to Burlington for work at Alamance County Schools as a nutritionist. However, 5 years ago, the pastures were full and Kathy never left the farm. The milking parlor was full of farm hands, milking 180 cows a day. But today the farm sits a little quieter. You can hear the remaining cows slush through the mud. You can hear the weeds growing through the old farm trucks. The silos stand empty as a symbol for the time that has come and gone. 40 miles southwest in Pleasant Garden, the high-tech milking parlor at Coltrane Dairy Farm is ready for its next round of 700 cows, 20 of which are Kathy's. She makes the drive every few weeks to check on her herd and talks to her longtime friend David, whose family operates the dairy. Mega farms like these, with more advanced technology and more cows meant to milk money, are replacing dairies across the country like Kathy's. But these mega farms have different cows. Instead of breeding for genetics and aesthetics, they're breeding for milking and calving performance. The office walls are lined with genetic breakdowns and milking analytics, not awards. Back at Cedar Grove, spring is in full bloom. The smell of sweet, ripe hay fills the air, and the pastures turn green. A newborn calf brings excitement and visitors to the farm. Despite the hardships and obstacles, Kathy will continue her family's legacy for the love of her herd and for the love of her family.